Just an absolutely unacceptable loss. We talk about game five against the Celtics. That was unacceptable. Game three, terrible. But I mean, this is just a whole new level. The Knicks had complete control in the fourth quarter. They end up giving up five straight threes, four of them by Neesmith. Inexcusable fouls, missed free throws. Tyrese Halliburton comes down the court. Thankfully, that didn't end the game. His toe was on the line. And then you go to overtime, you get a second chance, and you don't capitalize. I mean, there was a couple of questionable things. There was a goaltend that was missed. OG, I thought personally he wasn't fouled, but there wasn't enough conclusive evidence to overturn it. But they do it anyway. And Brunson had five fouls, so he was basically a free bucket anytime anyone touched the ball. They just went right to the basket because, again, he can't foul them. So that was tough. Cat, not sure where he was down the stretch. Like, OG, you're making 60 million. Cat, you're making 60 million. You guys can't knock down both free throws. If that had happened, again, like we will never know if the Pacers would have tied it or not. But I mean, again, you gotta be able to put your team up 3 or 4 points. Like you can't be in a situation where you're only up two. And we saw that, of course, for the Knicks as they were down three. They had to go for a three. And Brunson ends up shooting an air ball. Cat gets a second chance. He misses. And then Mikhail tried his best to recover, but he ends up fumbling, and that's the game. I mean, Cat, you're wide open. Again, you're making 60 million. You're supposed to be a star player, a mega star, all NBA type of guy. I mean, Cat's going to be all NBA second team, probably second team. Misses that one. And then Brunson, I thought personally he should have drove to the basket. Nemhard was baiting him into shooting a three. He takes a step back contested over one of the best defenders in basketball and air balls. Like Brunson's got to go to the basket, get a two, and then try to steal, try to foul, make them miss one, right? I mean, how do you just shoot a three right there? It just doesn't make sense at all. I don't understand it. But really, the biggest L of this game is definitely going to be on Tibbs. Like, I get if the Knicks had won, nobody would have been talking about Tibbs. They would have been talking about Deuce and Brunson. But, I mean, again, we're talking about this being the biggest collapse in Knicks history. This was worse than Reggie Miller throwing up the choke sign. Like, this was legitimately a worse loss than that. There's no doubt about it. Now, the Knicks did come back to win that series. They're going to have to do it this time around. But, I mean, guys, I don't have the exact, like, numbers in front of me. But how many points were we up by late in this game? We were up, like, 9 points with, like, 2 minutes left, bro. Something like that. And then Neesmith just got hot. He was 8 of 9 from three. The longer the series goes, the more difficult it is for the Knicks to win because they only run 7 guys. The Knicks, they only play Deuce, and they only play Mitchell Robinson. Now, Cam Payne got 10 minutes, which is kind of rare for him. I mean, Cam Payne hadn't made two threes in a game in the playoffs since literally game one against Detroit, which was seems like forever. That was weeks ago. So he comes in, he goes 2 of 5, plus 5. But outside of that, I mean, like the Knicks just are only running 7 guys. So you can't go to a 7 game. We saw what happened last year. The Knicks just ran out of gas. I get they're more healthy, but these legs are not going to be able to do this for 7 games. So you couldn't have afforded to lose this game. Felt like the Knicks had to get this one, and they end up letting it slide. I think it's going to come back to bite us. I think our chances significantly worsened. Do I think the Knicks are going to lose this series? I don't. I really don't. But at the same time, I mean, we're going to look back at this game and be like, how could you afford to let that one go? This is a dangerous situation for the Knicks. I mean, I thought for, what, 46 minutes? I thought, or 45 minutes, because I guess we got to go off of OT. So, okay, so the last 2 minutes was all Indiana. The last 5 minutes, Indiana was better. So 7 minus what? So we're talking about 53 minus that by 7. So 46, like something like that. Math's hard, I guess, apparently. But I mean, the Knicks were the better team for the majority of this game. Indiana also got off to a better start. So, well, you guys get my point is majority of the game, the Knicks were the better team. And then when it mattered, they weren't. Brunson finishes with a -8, 43 points. If I were to tell you Brunson would have 43 on 15 of 25, you would have said the Knicks are going to comfortably win this game, but they didn't. Deuce McBride plus 12 in 25 minutes. Mitchell Robinson was a plus 0. I guess just not a plus, but just a 0 in 21 minutes. And yeah, I mean, the bench actually came in and stepped up. But Brunson, the Knicks just traded baskets. That's the thing, is Brunson was cooking, but if you can't get a stop, it doesn't matter. Cat was phenomenal, 35 and 12, but nobody's going to remember it because the Knicks lost, and he missed that free throw, 9 of 11, but I mean, just a costly one, and he missed the three to tie the game. OG, I thought, honestly, from an offensive standpoint, was just flat out unacceptable. It was great defensively. That block he had in Obi was crazy impressive. But 6 of 15, a lot of his shots just looked off when he released them. Really, the first like 3 quarters, really the majority of this game, OG, he just didn't look like OG. He looked kind of lost. Mikhail was an 8 of 16. But just look at OG, minus 12. Mikhail, minus 15. Jalen Brunson, minus 8. Hart, minus 4. And then Cat was a plus 9. He was the one and lonely Knicks starter that was able to get it done in terms of that. And you look at the Knicks collectively, they shoot 32.4% from three. Not going to cut it, especially when you take a look at the Pacers, and they shoot 15 of 37, 40.5% from three. So you're getting outshot from three. Of course, I mean, it's just not going to be sustainable for the Knicks, man. They've got to knock down their threes. They got to contest better. I think I lost like half the film, unfortunately, because I closed out. I had the film recording the second half, and I just closed the tab because I was just completely pissed that the Knicks blew this game. And I don't think it saved, but it doesn't really matter because I really don't want to go through the second half film just to relive this again. That's for the Knicks to do. But yeah, I mean, the switches were just absolutely atrocious. They were too soft. It allowed the Pacers to get too much spacing. Just costly mistakes, turnovers, missed shots, missed free throws. Tyrese Halliburton, of course, just getting too much space. Like, if you're Mitchell Robinson, you cannot let him shoot a three. I mean, I know his toe was on the line, but, like, what are you doing, Mitch? I mean, if he gets by you, okay, but, like, you can't just let him rise up for three. We saw he literally did that in Game 2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, I mean, if you're Mitchell Robinson, do you not see the tape? I mean, like, what the hell was that? And Mitch defensively late in this game was just nowhere to be found, especially on that inbound by, I don't remember who inbounded it, but then Nembhard found Obi, and he just rose and dunked over Mikhail. So I don't know what Mitch was thinking on that. Like, you got to contest the inbound. I mean, he might have just done what Tibbs said in that moment. I don't know if that was on Mitch or Tibbs or what his game plan was. Obviously, like, I wasn't in the huddle. But, yeah, I mean, this is just one. This was the worst Knick loss I've seen in my life. We talk about the best, right? Game 6, I wouldn't say was, like, the best win. I would say games 1 and 2 against the Celtics, to me, were more impressive. But, I mean, we talk about those being some of the best wins I've seen in my Knick life. I mean, this was the worst. I mean, this was an all-time choke job, inexcusable. I don't know if the Knicks are going to be able to recover from this. I mean, Indiana, they're going to be absolutely flying, soaring with their momentum. And, I mean, they're going to feed off of this. And now the Knicks obviously have to win Game 2. And now they certainly have to win one in Indiana, and then they've got to come back Game 5 and win that and go up 3-2. So it just puts a lot more pressure on the Knicks. Again, I thought we were the better team for the majority, but when it mattered, the Pacers stepped up. They're clutch, and this is the problem: is they're a gritty team. Like the Celtics, if they had been behind 9 with 2 minutes left, there's no way they're coming back. Like, they're just giving up. But the Pacers aren't, and they're just sort of beating the Knicks at their own game. And Tyrese Halliburton, plus 15, 31 and 11. Like, Hallie went off. Like, Hallie was honestly, he was better than Brunson. Like, if we're talking about winning, he was better than Brunson. And the numbers show that. So, Knicks got to be ready. I mean, dude, just talking about this game's really pissing me off. That's all I got. I don't want to say anything else. But, yeah, I'm out.